Okay, I have. There we go. Okay, I seem to have. I have noise. Says I'm live.
Okay, share that link and I'll go on my phone and see.
I will. Reinvite. Then.
You going on YouTube or Google?
Well, it's going on both. I just don't know what's working out because the original is screwed. So let me try to get the link. Links. Event.
On Google Plus or Google Hangout? Hangout?
Google.com events. My YouTube page. I don't know. You want to type that? Like, I don't know how to. What do I do? Noises. I hear noises. So I guess I gotta. I'm in this video hangout, and now I'm gonna try to re-add you. I guess that's how I'm supposed to do it. It seems fucking ridiculous. Like, I already sent you the invite 8 times, at least. I'm sending you guys an invite. I don't want to answer it, because I'm trying to broadcast it, and I hate to be a pain in the ass about it, but I gotta figure it out. There we go. I added Tyler and Ryan, right? Let's see if that works. Fuck, man. Pain in the ass. So I was getting noise in my ears. Something was ringing. You guys were trying to send me. I added you guys. Invites to the video call. It's ridiculous.
Hey,
Okay, we're back. I heard somebody.
how you doing, man?
Sorry about that, man. Let's hopefully this doesn't crash on us again. Right on.
If you want to talk about internet service providers, dude, I can tell you some stuff.
I definitely am interested in that. That has something to do with. I was just reading before I got on something about an executive order that Obama supposedly passed, giving him like 100% control of the internet and people who might be this or that considered hackers or whatever. You hear anything about that?
No, that's completely false.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 100% false. It's net neutrality means that you have to treat. You can't have a monopoly for Cox Cable or Comcast or Times Warner for internet providers. So right now, if you get like cable internet, they have a 95% return on profit for your subscription, which is it's ridiculous. They're not making it better. They're not doing anything for anybody, and they're making it's basically a monopoly right now. There's like two companies that run all of the internet, the cable internet stuff, and because there's two of them, there's no incentive for anybody to do anything, and they have legislation in place that says, you know, if you're a municipality, you know, if you're a town like Mesa, and Mesa wants to set up a utility, just like phone or electricity or whatever, you before you couldn't do it. So what this Obama thing says is like, yeah, you know what, we can tie into the backbones of the internet for municipalities, and we can provide internet service like a utility for way cheaper than Comcast in way faster speeds.
Right.
And what the scary thing is those rich bastards are going to lose money. That's the Republican thing, you know. But that's the truth of it. That's what it is. It's like saying rich people can't dictate who can have control of the internet, or rich corporations can't do that, and they can also not dictate what speed one company versus another company that pays a higher rate, gets to the internet.
All
So
right. So, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
so imagine if you're a startup company and you're doing something that was doing some big data, right? So you got some, like, let's say you're a recording studio, right? You got 15 tracks of really high quality audio, and you want to send that to somebody across the internet. You're going to be restricted, or your company would be restricted from sending that out because you didn't pay Comcast enough money. You didn't pay Cox Communications enough money. They're going to benefit the other people that paid them money rather than having an open, free lane, you know?
Okay. So I mean, I understand that the whole premise behind that is to suppose. Okay. So yeah, that's the idea. Is what they're. That's one side of the view. Supposedly, apparently, not supposedly, apparently. And I'm not going to say you're saying anything that's false or negative, but there's a lot of people worried that what it actually gives is control over the internet to the government, and it gives the government, or the FCC at least, the ability to control what is said and what is allowable as free speech or not, what's considered hate, what's considered
Uh,
bullying, and what may or may not be private. Like, it's
yeah.
all
So,
regulated
so,
now, apparently.
so you have it turned upside down. If the net neutrality was canceled, that's what you would have. What you were talking about, if they passed those laws, this is exactly what you would have. If you reject those laws, which Obama did, you would have an open and free internet. So it was completely First Amendment. It is. I don't know where you got that from, but it's the
I mean,
opposite of what you got it from.
that's just, I mean, because I don't know. Like, okay, so I watch Fox News, and maybe that's why I hear the white ring, the white, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Fucking laugh at that shit. But the
Yeah.
right wing says, and I watch them because I like to hear the outlandish claims against the administration, because it's always the side that's complaining the most, that's trying to, I don't know. Anyways, I watch that side. I try to watch as much as I can from the other, but there's not a whole lot of the other side that speaks that, and maybe they're the far left, like far libertarians who are like, well, Obama's
No,
jacked
no,
up.
no. I mean, like, so you're just speaking to, like, the far right, man.
Oh, no, I don't
That
want
is
to
that
speak
is
to them.
completely far. It's outlandish, man. Like,
Fucking freezing again.
it's that's yeah. Don't watch Fox News because you're not going to get news from Fox News. You're going to get opinions from Fox News. There's no legitimate reporters or reporting
Right.
going on at Fox News. It's all skewed, crazy, and like I just explained to you, it's all bullshit. That's not how it works.
And I agree that, I mean, I know that when I watch it, that it's all leaned one way. I seem
I
to be
mean,
freezing
like,
again.
if you're so let me get back to this. So if you're
Okay, there we go. I'm back.
We're
Cut
back.
off for a second. Ridiculous.
So like uh like the Iran deal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Give me a minute. Okay, I think I'm in. What's up with the Iran? I'm here. Are you still there?
So yeah. So like the Iran to stop their ambitions for nuclear wars, and we're trying to stop sanctions on them. Like so, peace plus peace equals a good deal,
I agree.
right? You
Definitely.
know, like that's the logic that I see. Like let those people be a part of the world. We are
So
we're we're fucking with them really bad, and they're fucking with us really bad. But I mean, like let's stop. Let's stop like meeting at the. Let's stop trying to meet at the flag post and have a fight.
I
Like
agree.
grown up adults and be a part of the world because nobody wants any of this.
Hey,
Nobody.
I agree, and I think that's what we're trying to do right here is show that we can do that. And did you know that we gave Iran the first technology, the blueprints, and the first even like down to the atoms apparently, supposedly. Let me just speak because I wasn't there. I didn't hand the shit over. That's something that I heard. We gave them the keys to that technology. So like in the 60s, they wouldn't have had it unless we
Well,
said they were allowed to, and apparently because we were the overseers of all that shit.
right now,
What's
I
up, man?
mean, like everybody can figure it out by themselves eventually. Like everybody's gonna build an electric car eventually. Adam,
Mr. Wallace, we can't hear you, but we're having issues, I think, with the connection. That's that's the guy I was speaking about, the Reiki master, Zen master. What's up, dude? So, okay, you were saying like diplomacy is like the only way to get shit figured out, right? But and then the right wing, the Republicans, apparently want to just fucking bomb the shit out of them, and by making any type of peace deal, and giving them 15 years to make a bomb, they're gonna come up with it then. And my kind of thing is, well, we gave them the ability to do it 50 years ago. What are we so fucking worried about now? Like, if they wanted to do it, don't you think
well,
they would have fucking done it already?
so they know how to do it. But it's the chemical process of making the plutonium and doing that kind of shit. Like the centrifuges and doing all that kind of stuff. But like it's gonna they know how to do it, and there's not gonna be a good way to say, hey, we're gonna brutalize your entire country and make them suffer because you want a nuclear bomb because everybody else does and everybody wants to come. Like this whole military complex thing is just killing. Is going to be the detriment of America, or the world.
Awesome. I agree.
It's doing no good for nobody, and we're spending billions and billions and billions of dollars on it. It's like, why don't you guys just
55% of
like,
the budget.
why don't you guys just like get over your stupid fucking old books and be like, shake one another's hands because the books that you read, they're
Bullshit. It's bullshit.
no. I mean, like you can believe in them wholeheartedly, but the books that you read is not who you are. Who you are is who you are.
Well, so I know what books we might be talking about there, but I think all the history books, we could all just agree that the books that we may be able to read, that we're allowed to read, were written by the conquerors, and that's the story they put in place. So how can we even like, but without getting too deep into that, man, like, that's who it's up to stop the bullshit, and I think this is why maybe it feels like everything's getting a little tighter these days, is because we will stop the bullshit eventually. We will tell them fucking that's enough, and we're tired of dying, we're tired of fighting, and it's
No.
done.
Well, I mean, like, good, rational people will, but that's not who's electing the people in our country.
Who
That's
is
not
electing the
who's
people?
driving these wars. These never-ending wars. We've been at war for 200 years, and we've only been a nation for like 250 or 275 or something. It's like we
Real talk.
were warring. It's like we gotta knock this shit off and just. But who's gonna be the people that say, let's stop this, let's stop this
Us.
industrial complex. So, and here's something I got to say about taking care of our poor and our needy. A lot of those people that don't have a future go into the goddamn fucking army, and it just feeds it's the fuel for the fire, man. And I mean, it's an honorable thing to do, but it's just a industrial complex of war, 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 war. Sad.
I agree. So who's gonna do that? I think. I mean, who we have to, right? Like, who's next? It's either us, who are at that age, who can speak, who
So,
should know
so
what we're talking about by now, or at least on the way to figuring it out. You know.
I don't want to dictate this whole conversation, but I'm going to say that education. If you're educated, you'll understand that you don't have to go to war to make a living, and if you're educated, you'll be able to. You know, we have to invest in our children and educate our kids and not discipline them like in Arizona, man. It's so terrible down there. But like if you get education to the people and you have an educated populace, they're not going to go for an Iraq war, and they're not going to go for these other wars that stir the flames of the fire. They're not going to pour gasoline on the fire. They're going to be like, let's not do that. They're going to have the wits about them to stop doing this. But if they're uneducated, man, it's going to go on and on and on.
So, I mean, I agree with that. How do we educate them? What are we supposed to put in place where they can know other than what we've known? Because, like you said, America's been at war 200 years with itself or someone else. And my shit just froze up again.
No, you're still there.
Fantastic. Oh, okay.
Hey, hey, but hey,
I'm having issues.
I'm gonna go lay this little guy down. I've been rocking him for a while, and he finally fell asleep.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna try to.
Warren says good night.
Good night, Warren. It was nice to meet you.
I'll
Take
be
care,
back.
brother.
Yeah, one of the dudes with it just cannot hear anything. want to see it. Go watch TV or play on the iPad.
It does. Hey guys, did we lose Frank again?
I think so. I think as soon as you stepped away, you went bye-bye.
No, he took off.
I don't know. I just noticed he disappeared.
What was that one? Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Hmm. Good way.
It says I'm live. Now I have volume.
There we go. I can hear you.
Holy cow, man. I don't wonder what this is going to look like. This keeps freezing and I got to restart it.
Hey, dude. Let's talk tomorrow, dude. I'll be out with your computer.
It's a brand new fucking unit. Well, and it's not brand new, but to me it's brand new. I just like rebooted it and like restarted. What do you say? Reinstall the whole operating system. Like it should be basically brand new, but it was a used computer, so I don't know. I don't know these things very well. Maybe you can help me.
Yeah, this one.
So I got video and I got sound from you. It's showing Ryan and Adam, but I don't hear or see you guys. I see you. I see you, Ryan. I just can't hear you. There you go. There you go. Brian, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's it going, man?
Pretty good.
This is gonna be a work in progress, man. It's my first time doing this, and
That's what I was saying, man. We gotta get together, dude, and pull it all together.
Tips and suggestions are welcome.
Test it and stamp it for approval when it's ready to go.
Well, it's going live now, so we'll see how bad it looks. At the very least, right? So I forgot where we left off. Anybody? Ryan, what you haven't said much. Go ahead and then
I was trying to listen to the little one at the same time.
Were we talking religion yet?
Oh Jesus, I don't think we made it that far yet. It might be too early in the game for that.
It would be a long night if we got into that, man. No, we were talking about education and schooling and that kind of stuff. Like, how do you turn it around? Like, how do you make it work? How do you make people be educated? Or how do you stop like these ill-conceived things that people put through legislation? How do you do that?
How do we take part? Yeah, at all with? It seems like there's a whole lot going on, and we're always like, oh well, that's fucked up after the fact. We have something to say, like,
Right.
you
So
know.
how do you educate somebody enough to say, I'm going to go and vote on the 14th of March against this or for this to make this shit happen?
Do you think?
Well, the rich people have a bunch of people that are doing that for them.
Yeah.
And they get all these crazy things. Like, that's why Arizona is so backwards, man. It's just like nobody votes except for like the crazy ass people in like Cave Creek and Paradise Valley and.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey.
But it's
No, okay, so I'll give you.
people that vote are not even like middle class. They're just like upper class people. You know, it's like
And in my
if you look at the the turnout, it's kind of kind of disgusting. It's like, where is the majority of the vote, majority of the voice? Where's the majority of the people at? They're not voting, that's for sure.
Do you think
And that's why
the reason? Instead of not enough turnout from the one side, it's just too much of the other?
Yeah, yeah, and I don't think the other side even knows how to pass a bill to even get put into. The other side's not educated enough to even think about politics. They're thinking about, how do I make my next paycheck? How do I make rent?
Okay, damn, dude. See, and you hit it on the nail right there. We're too fucking those who grind and can't. Yeah, I bet you they would all vote if they knew that there was going to be to fucking vote every Tuesday, or if they could take time off of work and go participate and not fucking worry about losing their job, because that's a real thing too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They
Yeah,
can fucking let you go. Oh, I'm gonna go vote. Well, fuck you. No, you're not. You can't walk out on your shift.
Right. Yeah. Hey, if you're not here at this time, boom. But like, imagine if there was a bill passed to say,
Oh, you're gonna go mandatory voting. You're about to say it, aren't you?
no, no. Imagine if there's a bill passed that said there was a mandatory mail-out ballots.
Isn't there? I mean, it shouldn't be mandatory, but this should be an option to everybody.
In Colorado, man, that's what we get. We get for every ballot, every election cycle, we get mailed a ballot. So we don't have to go down to to a school or to a.
So, but apparently there was a big deal about that, and especially in Arizona, maybe it's not a real thing or not, but the early ballot system was found to be fucking lacking or something, right? Lindsay, like, they didn't count the early ballots apparently here in Arizona, because my wife actually took part of that one year, and she like paid attention, and they said that there was like, oh, they didn't even count them. There's no record of early ballots.
No, in Colorado, it's been pretty flawless. I think there was like voter fraud in like 2 instances. You know, like another thing that they're like people are worried about is like people like dropping off duplicate ballots in like several locations or something. It just doesn't happen.
Like mailing in a vote and then going somewhere else and voting again.
Right. Right. And it just doesn't happen. So like all that voter fraud and all that other like, same day voting stuff, what that does is it makes all of our voices be heard rather than
So okay, apparently there's some kind of fear that the votes don't count, and we've seen a lot of things go down in our recent past where like, okay, like, well, this person won the fucking majority vote, but for whatever reason they didn't win, and real voting factor or whatever. And on the federal level, to elect the president is the Electoral College. Do you know?
Right,
That's a real fucking thing, or?
Yeah, no, that's a real thing. So that's something that's at a national, federal level. But I'm saying it, in my local, like gerrymandering and shit like that, where they cut out, like, these certain streets are rich, and we're going to put them into our Republican area, and these certain streets are black, and they're Democrats, so we're going to put them in a different area, or we're going to cut them off. Like this gerrymandering and like cutting out sections of neighborhoods to put them into electoral districts for local elect, elections is a terrible thing.
It does sound
And,
terrible. What the fuck are you Are
and
you?
leveling the playing field on that. So what they, the gerrymandering is where they cut out like different neighborhoods. It's like nobody voted in this neighborhood.
So
We're
does it
gonna
count?
expand the borders on this and put them in the Democratic area, or we're gonna expand this neighborhood and put them in the Republican area. So it gives them a. Ryan, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Man, you're still quiet. You gotta turn up your.
I like to listen, man.
You gotta turn up your volume. Well, you gotta turn up your volume on your mic so we can't even. If you were saying something, we couldn't hear you.
I don't know how to work all that yet. I'm waiting for my brother to get back on so he can go through my computer, control it, and fix the audio for me.
What? Are you on a PC or a Mac?
A gaming PC.
So in the bottom right by the clock should be like a little speaker icon.
I see that. It's full blast speaker.
Right. So if you right click on that puppy,
Alright.
there should be like a mixer or there should be what is it like recording something or other or volume control. Something if you right click on it, there will be something for volume or sound control, and then there should be like recording. You should be able to just like kick that puppy up a little bit, and it'll pick up more of your voice, man, so we can hear you.
Stereo Max 2. We'll talk high definition.
Is that Ryan right there?
Hello.
So if you right click on the speaker, what does it give you?
Right click. It gives me open volume mixer, playback device, recording device, sound.
Recording device, man. Go to that one.
Alright, microphone.
So is the level, like the volume on the microphone, like way down?
Yeah, let me
Can
see.
you kick that up a little bit? Frankie! A little? High five, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, dude. That sounds a lot better. Say check 1 2.
Check 1 2.
Oh yeah, dude. Way better.
Sweet.
Totally here.
Yeah, it's my first gaming PC for me and the little one do gaming on, and still trying to get a hang of it.
I gotta tell you, Steam. Steam is the way to go. If you're gonna be doing games, dude, you want to do a bunch of different games for different things.
Yeah, my brother got me kind of hooked on some of the Steam.
Yeah, there's a humble bundle, man. So you pay what you want for the game, and you can decide how much of it goes to charity or goes to the game developers. So it's a charitable thing. You pay what you want. You get a bunch of different games, man. You'll get tons of games. If you're broke or rich, man, you can get what you want.
Isabella, whatever mess you make, you clean.
Broke.
For me.
God bless it, or whoever, Spaghetti Monster bless it.
I keep hearing ding ding.
You guys can hear me or no?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Holy shit, I think we almost got it. Let's see if this holds.
So the louder you talk and the longer you talk, the more my face comes up.
So I'm sure you enjoy, right?
Oh yeah, dude, this thing is a beautiful mess.
Then looking
So
at the
with
mirror,
the fucking so I used to know Tyler, and I'm not gonna put you on blast, but I am. So long hair, fucking skateboarder, you look like a fucking 1984 fucking homie daddy with the mortgage. Just-
Right now, yeah. Right out of work. I haven't sat down since like fucking 8 o'clock this morning, man. So
It's hardcore, bro. I'm not making fun of you. I'm just trying to make a joke on you.
look at this. I forgot the first of all, I forgot the instructions to my razor blade. Right here.
Yeah.
I got that nice white coming through. I got carded for cigarettes today, and I was like, Are
Yeah.
you sure I'm 17? Do you think I'm 17? I got white in my fucking beard.
Yeah.
And I haven't had my hair cut since Christmas Eve down in Phoenix, man. I had my my homegirl works at a barbershop, and she lost her daughter of cancer, man. Like brain cancer when she was 12. And anything I could do to support her, she gave me like a $10 haircut, and I gave her like $50. I was like, that's all I got. But I recommend you going down there on Horn and Brown,
It's old stomping grounds right there, actually. Horn and Brown.
right?
Yep. That's always a good thing to. So yeah, go ahead, tell people where to go if they're watching. In the Mesa area, if you know Horn and Brown. Oh my shit!
Yeah.
Almost fucked everything up. Dropped my beer on my mouse. And I'm frozen again. Yep.
is that why your picture keeps popping up?
Well, on my end, I appear to be frozen. It's just me holding the beer like.
Yeah, it goes black on this side.
At least it's black, because I look stupid as shit right there.
I got to see a little glimpse of it that time. There we go.
It might come back. I don't know. For some reason, I keep freezing on my end and having to actually rejoin it. So
I think it's your video card or your webcam, but no, let's talk some stupid computer stuff another time. I'll hook you up, dude. I'll get you squared away. You take it to like a local computer shop. They'll be like, "That's $50," and they'll do a bullshit job, and they don't know what they're talking about. I'll set you straight, dude.
sounds good. Welcome the assistance, and it's on a fucking Mac. I don't know.
Yeah, Macs are, computer's a computer is a computer. To be honest, it's all the same hardware anymore.
Pretty much.
Anyways, shit. There I am again.
There you are. So who's the other guy that popped in for a minute?
Who, Adam? Or Adam's cool, man. He's like a real fucking. I don't know how to. I don't want to like classify him without him telling us who he is. But he's a cool dude. Fucking seen his picture where he's all got the cloak, the blanket on and shit. He's all cheat out. Kind of a spiritual dude.
So he's a spiritual guy. Is he like into music or?
I think he's always done. He's into music, but like, and that's how I met him. Like, when I first started fucking around with rap, I met this one guy in Phoenix who introduced me to him, and we all ended up being in a group and did some shows together and shit. Fucking as in a rap group. So I haven't talked to him for a long time, and then also we touched bases again, and he's on this pretty cool spiritual kick that he gives me a lot of shit that's cool to look at and digest.
Right.
He's a pretty zened out guy, I guess.
Yeah, man. That's. I mean, to each their own.
I think that's the way it has to be, man. Like, especially if we're gonna discuss things that are of importance, we should have a bunch of different perspectives, right?
Right.
No better way to figure it out.
So we're gonna CSU, man. I know people of all faiths from everywhere in the world. They're all brilliant people, you know. They're all researchers, and well, actually, they're not all of them. They're like a lot of them are kind of just bookworms. They can pass tests, and they got through, and they figured out how to pipette, you know, nano milliliters into vials and shit like that. Spin them in centrifuges and work in labs. You know, they're kind of lab rats. But there's some like really smart people I work with, and the one thing that's unique about all of them is they're like belief is not where they're at. You know, they have belief or they don't, and it's not what defines them. You know what I mean? It's a guiding thing. It's something, you know. Hey, buddy. But it's more, you know, it helps them out. You know, it's like meditation. But it doesn't define who they are. They are who they are, and they are pretty brilliant people.
So you don't think that the whole religious beliefs thing should define a person? It should be their work, maybe, or what they do in life, not necessarily their beliefs.
No, it depends on who you are. If you want to be a religious person, and you know, like for example, Christians, you can do it. You can do it a good way, which is what a lot of Christians do, or you can do it a terrible way, which is what
A lot of Christians do.
Rural Baptist does. You know, there's a good and bad way to do anything. But for the majority of the people that I've met in my life, religion has only guided them, not like driven them, you know. Not and like the Cernayas, they were driven by religion to blow up shit, you know. They thought it was their, and that kind of, you know, like driven to hate, driven to violence. That's a bunch of bullshit. Religion's fine until it's driven to an extreme like that.
You think it's I mean, okay, so we get a lot of. That's the state of the world right now. It seems or at least they want us to believe that it's the religious warfare, and it's not fucking about politics, or it's not about.
You're still there, right?
Lost him again.
That's weird.
No, every time it gets good, man. Every time.
No, I do IT stuff at CSU, and I work with a bunch of professors and stuff, you know, and that's just basic computer stuff that these guys don't know, you know, and they're like really brilliant professors, and I help them out. And it's, you know, it's like, hey, you know, buy me a coffee sometime or something, you know, like no sweat off my back. No shame to you for not knowing how to do something simple, you know, is you're a great guy, and poke, poke, poke. Poke, 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 poke. Oh my God, there's a Frank.
No, it's not. Hey Ryan, we haven't heard much of you. You wanna spit your piece if you have any at all? You can say pass.
I don't really have any at the moment, man. Just listen to what you guys saying. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
Don't need you up here.
Just want to make sure.
All open with ears, man.
Hey, Frank,
Yeah.
Ryan. I think we should do this again. Kind of weird timing for me. Like, I got Warren. And it's snowing outside right now, so it's kind of shitty. But I think we should
Call
do
it
this
a
again. And like we kind of got it dialed in.
I don't
Ryan's
know.
been
We'll
live
see.
now. Your internet's all jacked up, but I can help you out with that.
I don't know if it's my internet, man. Something with the connection, because I don't have any problems with anything except for when I'm doing the Hangout. That's the only time I ever had issues. Is doing this function right here.
Well, so maybe we could do some stuff with your video card and figure that out and tweak that. I don't know if you're on the Google Hangouts because it takes the video card to run it through Explorer or Google Chrome or Firefox or whatever you're using.
Using Google Chrome. Yep, Google Chrome. Yep.
Yep. So yeah. But let's figure this out, and I think we should do this again.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time. Sorry about the freezing and whatnot. And
No apologies needed, man. It's working it out. It's working it out. But let's do this again, and I'd rather talk about music, and then instead of me just kind of rambling on about everything.
that's all good, man. That's kind of what I was trying to do, though, is have people discuss
I can talk.
things. A little bit of rambling is necessary these days, I feel.
You get a couple vodkas in me, man. I'll talk about anything for hours.
All right, man. Well, do what you got to do. Appreciate you taking time out.
All right.
Cheers, hey.
Invite.
Yeah, dude.
Hopefully
I'm trying
catch you next one.
Yeah, right on, Ryan, man. Sorry you didn't. Appreciate you trying to take part. Sorry it didn't fucking work out. I'm gonna try to figure it out.
It was still good. It kept me busy.
Right on, man. Respect. Whack, man. This fucking whole connection thing. This is live. They were hearing me, but I don't know what's gonna look like to review it. Unimpressed with the whole setup here.